All I gotta say is, don't let this cover fool you. That's all I'm gonna say. My name is Dorian. This is SCF Comics. We continue our coverage of Wolverine with number 4. Our story starts off with Wolverine fighting with the Wendigo, and he's trying to get him to say his name and not just Wendigo. And when I mean say his name, I mean to say Wolverine's name, Logan, not the Wendigo's kid's name. But as he has the Wendigo in an arm bar, the Wendigo does utter out Logan somewhat. And he makes sure that he calls the Wendigo by his real name, which is Leonard. So they're no longer in Canada. I guess things got too hot there, so they decided to cross over to the border. And they found a cabin with an old man who took cash and didn't ask any questions. So everything seems to be going pretty good. Wolverine's splitting some wood, and all of a sudden he gets a smell, and then there's an explosion. So the old man was a conspiracy junkie, and he had a CB radio, which Wolverine was able to keep. He knows that whatever happened involves military based off of the chemicals that are coming from the explosion. So he knows he needs to get involved, so he puts on his suit and he gets right to it. He tells Wendigo that he needs to stay put, that he needs to go off to help out some people real quick, but he doesn't want him to get involved just in case there is human blood there. And the Wendigo is making strides because the Wendigos never eat anything but human flesh. But this Wendigo is tearing up this deer, and it looks gruesome. So once Wolverine gets to the accident, he can see that it was a prison transport, and whoever they were hauling was heavy duty because they got some serious chains in that paddy wagon. And then he gets a whiff, and it's aluminium. And then he ducks, and he sees that it's the Constrictor. So the dude's like, all I was supposed to do is break out and kill the guards. Now I gotta deal with the Wolverine. Like, why? So the Restrictor just keeps talking, and finally Wolverine is like, Bug, if you're gonna fight, let's fight. So Wolverine jumps in and punches the Constrictor, and the Constrictor catches him with one of his aluminium whips. Wolverine shakes it off, pops his claws, and what the 50 Cent say about Ja Rule? You a Pop-Tart, sweetheart, you soft for the middle. That's this dude. Wolverine catches the back of his leg, he starts to fall. Wolverine goes to slash him again, and he wraps his arm up in his Constrictor coils or blocks the hit. So he falls back into a car, and he's like, I give up, please stop. Wolverine growls at him and then strikes the car with his claws, and the dude passes out. Like I said, he's a Pop-Tart. So Wolverine goes, I guess he passed out from shock. I'm just saying, no, he passed out because he's a So Wolverine takes the opportunity to give Nightcrawler a call and see if he can send somebody to help clean all this up. But as he's talking to Nightcrawler, he gets another whiff, and then he turns around and he's like, oh, of all people, why you, Lady Deathstrike? Now off top, he realizes something's weird about her because Lady Deathstrike likes to talk all kinds of noise when it comes to Wolverine. But all of a sudden, she's attacking and ain't saying a word. And then she busts out her claws, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? Why are they gold? What happened to your aluminium? Again, she's not saying nothing. She catches Wolverine with a knee that pretty much knocks him down. As he gets back up, all of a sudden, she's got the Constrictor, and then she starts to do something to him, which changes his aluminium to gold. So she drops him, and then Wolverine's like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell is going on? So finally she starts to speak, and she goes, you are deafened by the screeching false metal within you. You have not heard the call of the adamantine. And Wolverine's like, call it a what? Like, what have you gotten yourself into? And all of a sudden she goes, it will speak to you as long as you're willing to listen. And all of a sudden Wolverine's eyes turn gold, and he's like, I do hear something. Very primal, very ancient. And then he's like, it's coming from my bones.